Do you feel completely, utterly alone? A sense of isolation that seems to press in from all sides. A feeling that no one truly understands you. In our hyper-connected world, this feeling is a silent epidemic. But what if that loneliness wasn't a curse? What if it was a gift? Krishna's message is that this profound sense of isolation is not a punishment. It is a deliberate act of grace. He is intentionally isolating you, clearing the room of all other voices so that you can finally hear what he needs to tell you directly. To understand this radical idea, we must look at the lives of the greatest heroes of the Mahabharata, the five Pandava brothers. They were princes, righteous warriors, and dear devotees of Lord Krishna. Yet, a significant portion of their lives was spent in profound isolation. After losing their kingdom in a rigged dice game, they were sentenced to 12 years of exile in the forest, followed by a 13th year of living in disguise, where they had to remain completely incognito. Imagine their state. They went from being celebrated royalty, living in opulent palaces surrounded by friends and family, to being homeless wanderers in the wilderness. They had no status, no wealth, no army, and no one to turn to but each other and their shared faith in Krishna. Their loneliness was absolute. They were cut off from everything they had ever known. The forest became their home, its silence their constant companion, the wind whistling through the trees, the cry of a distant animal, the crackle of their nightly fire. These were the only sounds that broke their solitude. It was a period of immense hardship and physical suffering, but spiritually, it was the most important and formative period of their lives. Why did Krishna allow his dearest devotees to suffer such a painful exile? He could have intervened at any moment. The answer is the secret of sacred loneliness. Krishna was using the forest as a divine crucible, a sacred space to purify his devotees. In the palace, their lives were filled with the noise of politics, the demands of royal duty, and the chatter of courtly life. There were 1,000 distractions, 1,000 voices pulling their attention in different directions. In that noise, it's difficult to hear the subtle voice of the divine, the whisper of the soul. The forest stripped all of that away. The silence of the wilderness forced them to go inward. The loss of their worldly identity forced them to find their true spiritual identity. The absence of external support forced them to depend completely and utterly on Krishna. Their prayers were no longer formal rituals performed in a grand temple. They became desperate, heartfelt cries in the darkness of the woods. Loneliness, in this context, becomes a spiritual tool. It clears away the clutter. When you are truly alone, you can no longer distract yourself with shallow conversations or external validation. You are left with only yourself and your relationship with the divine. The masks you wear for society fall away. The ego, which thrives on attention and approval, begins to starve. It is in this state of vulnerability, in this sacred emptiness, that you become a perfect receiver for divine grace. If you are experiencing a period of profound loneliness right now, perhaps due to a breakup, the loss of a job, a move to a new city, or just a general sense of disconnection, consider that you may be in your own forest exile. The universe, in its infinite wisdom and compassion, may have cleared the room for you. It has silenced the other voices because it has something important to tell you. This is your opportunity to forge a relationship with the divine that is deeper and more authentic than ever before. This is the time to turn your solitude into a dialogue with God. Instead of seeing the emptiness as a source of pain, see it as a sacred space. Instead of filling the silence with noise and distraction, listen to it. In that silence, you may begin to hear the answers to the questions you've been screaming into the void. You may find a strength you never knew you possessed. You may discover a sense of companionship with the divine presence that is more real and comforting than any human relationship. The Pandavas emerged from their 13 years of isolation transformed. They were humbled, purified, and their faith in Krishna was now unbreakable. They had lost the kingdom of earth, but they had gained the kingdom of heaven within their own hearts. Their loneliness was the price of their enlightenment. It was the necessary preparation for the great battle they had yet to fight, and the righteous kingdom they were destined to rule. Your period of loneliness is also a preparation. It is forging you into the person you need to become for the next chapter of your life. It is teaching you to stand on your own 2 feet, supported not by the shifting opinions of others, but by an unshakable connection to the eternal. So do not despair in your solitude. Do not see it as a sign that you have been abandoned. See it as an invitation. Krishna has cleared his schedule for you. He has sent everyone else away so that he can have you all to himself for a little while. This is a divine gift. If you have been feeling alone and this message brings you comfort, know that you are not the only one. Share your experience in the comments and subscribe to our channel for more guidance that turns life's greatest challenges into its greatest blessings.